चलो जी.
So perfect. We are in JW and we just came from a dinner. We had a dinner with the team of my office. A guy from our office wanted to meet him because he's from Australia. This is Suhaan Manchanda. And he runs an
And I run an AI company in Australia.
okay,
I
tell
have a
me.
small team, about 5, 6 guys. Started 10 months ago. We're doing pretty well, working across industries, building AI agents for them. So that's a bit about me. Visiting India for the next 2 months. So I thought, it'd be good to connect with Garv. And it's been amazing. And here we are.
So what basically brings you here?
So, well, my family, my grandparents live in Delhi. I was born in Delhi. My family from Singapore is also visiting. It'd just be a great time to be here. And then we're going on a trip later to Goa, Mumbai, end of December as well. So, a few things to look forward to.
Great, great, great. So what do you basically do? AI agency. Everyone is running an AI agency nowadays.
Nice.
What exactly do you do?
We work with companies that have 11 to 50 employees to be precise, and we understand how they currently operate. Once we spot their inefficiencies, we tell them how AI can step into their workflows and give them instant ROI, whether that's time savings or cost savings. Once we map that ROI out, usually the business owner or the board of executives are very receptive to change because they see the value in it. Then we develop that AI, usually in phases. So we put our client through a 6 month or a 12-month AI roadmap where over the next 12 months, they fully transform their operations with AI. And at times, it's, a company saving 200 plus hours a month. That equates to thousands of dollars that now can be allotted towards a higher value task. So that's what we're really doing. It's consulting and development. You say that there's a lot of guys trying to get into the AI game, and you're right about that. What I've seen mostly in the market is guys trying to do voice agents and chatbots for small businesses. And while that's good, you need to think about it from a business owner. A small business with pretty much no volume gets 10 calls a day, does not need to pay for a $400 a month voice caller. So those things need a business eye to it. But yeah, man, it took me a while to figure that out as well. So over the last couple months, I would say only the last 3 to 4 months have really been those months where we've scaled. Otherwise, things were very slow, and I was just trying to figure things out. Now we're hiring consistently, and we're growing our operations. So yeah, things are going well.
Perfect.
You tell me, man, what sort of work are you doing?
I'm currently building a creative agency in which I would be serving my clients in terms of all the creative requirements that a company needs. Let that be basic graphic designings to pretty advanced graphic designings, website designs, video editing, production, cinematography, be it anything in the creative field. I'm basically the middleman in the creative field. So I connect a person who needs a creative work and a person who can do that work, and I take my part in between. That is what I do. My main focus for now is building my page that I'm building right now, creatorzone.io, and side by side I'm also building my page as a person to sell myself. Through that page, through the Creator Zone page, I can sell my service, but I also need to sell myself as a person, which I sold myself to Suhaan. He randomly texted me on Instagram that hi, let's connect. I was like, okay. It was like 6 months ago, maybe.
Yep.
And I also replied, and now here we are. We are meeting for the third time,
Right.
and we vibe pretty much, and it's great. What are your future plans? India, Australia, which country?
Australia for now. Let's see.
What do you study? What do you study?
I'm doing a bachelor's course of business and tech. It's complete bullshit, to be very honest. Like I don't see much value in actually going and attending those lectures. And we've spoken, Garv and I have spoken about this. Garv feels a similar way about the degree he's doing. It's almost as if we're spending that particular day in the office working on the business, that will bring us more ROI or more returns than going to university and hanging around a bunch of guys that are not up too much. Without,
For
yeah.
me, it's not complete bullshit, but in the creative field, I am pursuing BSc animation and VFX. So basically, in every creative field, the teacher can only tell us the tools. We ourselves have to practice the thing, because how much editing is my professor is going to teach me, I have to learn it on my own.
And about the college point, man, similar actually. There is, I mean, okay, there is probably some value in the courses, but you can't really learn how to build a business sitting in a classroom, right? That's what it boils down to. So, and what I've seen is majority of the students in the business course will never actually start a business.
Right.
They're just there for the degree, and then they plan to apply for corporate jobs. So to each their own. How do you think AI will impact the job market in the next 10 years? What do you think of these managerial roles or analyst researcher roles that probably won't exist? Because what I think about is, fine, AI will replace these roles because my company itself, we're building AI agents that can do the analysis, that can do the research. We don't need those financial analysts, for example, that usually a private equity fund would hire. This is referencing a deal you just closed. So, what happens to those guys that invested 5-6 years of their life into education towards this degree? So if let's say there are 10 roles in the entire job market for your degree right now, there will be probably only 2 or 3 in a few years. So if out of those 10 only 2 people are getting those jobs, the remaining 80% will have to either reskill and reapply for new roles or probably start something of their own. So also this takes us to the fact that starting something of your own will have great relevance and also very, very, very easy to set up. So you see how there's so many creative tools right now that can help people that are self-employed get started. So like you can create websites with one prompt. Of course, it's not going to be production ready that can host 500 users at once, but these things allow you to get started in, let's say, starting an agency of your own or doing some freelancing of your own.
To at least show your work, what can you do?
Yep.
Not on a full scale, but yeah, probably showcasing your work in a professional way so that a client knows that you're serious about your work. And talking about AI, my forte is video editing. I know video editing and videography. I know I have the eye to aesthetics. I can catch a movement in my eye and then it's in the gallery. It's not a task for me. I have a younger brother. He's preparing for JEE. Side by side, I tell my parents that JEE is not going to be useful in any way because I was pretty average at studying. I had science in class 12th. I was pretty average. I didn't wanted to do computer science. My family was planning that I would do computer science, but thank God to the situation that occurred, and I did not get into a college that was offering the computer science studies. And we were sitting randomly. My dad said, "Do you want to do a diploma in animation?" Again, it's a creative field, and I was like so hyped up that yes, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Dad saw that I'm really excited about it and I really want to do it by heart. He told me that go do your BSc animation VFX. At least you know what you're doing and you're happy doing it. So that is how my creative. I had been doing video editing and videography since I was in class 9. So, but again, I had to have a degree. So I had an option for the creative field degree and I took it. And that has been going pretty well right now.
That's solid, man. That's amazing to hear.
If I'm a beginner in AI, I'm very fascinated about AI, and a person like me want to be at your place, building AI agents and doing all this fancy stuff that we see online. It's not fancy, but it seems pretty fancy.
Yeah, it's definitely.
What should I do as a person to get to your place?
Okay, there's two different things, man. There's running a company, and then there's building AI agents.
Perfect.
Okay. To be very frank, I do not build AI agents. I run a company. And neither have I ever properly sat down and coded a single project end to end. Now people wouldn't admit this, being very practical here. My core skill is to organize teams in a way, to build systems around those teams in a way that those systems and teams scale, right? And then we get capital in the company. That's the whole premise of it. If you are fascinated by AI and you want to build AI agents, because that's really where the work happens, right? I would suggest there's so many resources online, especially YouTube, that is pretty much all you need. I truly don't believe you need a college degree for stuff like this. And another thing is, and this is very important, institutional organizations, educational institutes, right? They take a few years to catch up to the new technologies. So right now, if you check in the market, you're not going to find a 3 year long, in-depth AI course, which is relevant to what's happening right now because AI is evolving so fast. So whoever we've hired so far in my company, and I've had so many conversations, I've interviewed so many people, the AI engineers that end up getting hired, they're not the ones that have 10 years of experience or 5 years of experience. Sometimes they're fresh graduates that spent the entirety of their high school learning about AI on YouTube, building AI through YouTube, having some real use cases, and then they come to me and I say, you know what, man, you actually had the passion and the determination to sit down after school every single day and figure this thing out. And your parents weren't forcing you to do that. Neither were you put into a degree where they were fetching you this data. You had to go out there, search for that data, learn that skill, and then you apply for the role. So of course, that's the sort of people that get hired for AI engineering roles. Now, when it comes to running a company, that's a completely different ball game, right? So that just comes through experience, and this is like my first proper venture, I would say, and it took a lot of figuring out. I would say the first 6 months were pretty much nil, in the sense that revenue was slow. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. But there's some bit of clarity, right? So I would say there's 1% clarity that unlocks every month, every new month in business. Uh, so yeah, man, that's that. But I think AI, considering it's the next big thing, go and fetch that data yourself, build that skill yourself, and I'm sure like Garv, you also got to where you are in terms of your skill sets by doing it yourself. No one was forcing you to go and learn how to edit videos or learn how to
Right.
produce creatives, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's really what's important. Another thing, AI is what's popping right now. 2-3 years down the line, when AI is super advanced, we're going to need someone who can translate AI, which is software essentially, into the hardware of this world, which is real life. So that can be done through robotics because AI resides on the internet. We need AI and robotics to create actual change in the world, so that if I'm sitting here, someone can come to me and serve me a drink, and that's not a human being at the plate, it's an AI, it's a robot. So yeah, it's a bit of a futuristic thought, but I think that is the future. All right, so most of you that are watching this video, I'm assuming, would be watching this video through Creator Zone, which is the account Garv has managed to scale to present day, December 1st, 16,000 followers. Is that correct?
Right.
Exactly. Let's talk about how he managed to scale it to this point, what it took, what's the sort of frequency that you're posting at, and what's just going through your mind daily with your goal of scaling this page and your personal brand as well.
From the beginning, I always wanted people to know me.
Huh?
If I go somewhere, I want people to recognize me. Oh, see, that's Garv. I have seen his videos online.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in front of the camera, like I am right now, and always wanted to be recognized by people. I have tried so many accounts, YouTube channels. I have tried vlogging. I have made tech videos. I have made gaming videos. Basically, every young Indian kid does to just grow his following.
Hmm.
So then I was very confused. I landed a job in video editing. My dad guided me that you are a, because I wanted to be famous, I wanted to basically do drop servicing and wanted to be an agency guy. So my dad told me, you're a frog in the pond right now. You need to get out of that pond in order to meet new people, make new connections. You'll go somewhere, you'll have a work ethic, and you'll have a routine. Because going to college was a waste of time. The, it all comes down to the course and thing. The teacher can only tell you about the tools. We have to work on our own in the creative field. So I joined an office. From the day I joined the office, I wanted to get out of there. I just wanted to figure out what should I do to get out of there and do my own thing. I landed a job in on 22nd March 2025, and I just had one goal. I had to pick one niche and just have 10,000 followers by the end of this year. So from 22nd March to 31st December 2025, just one simple goal to have one account with 10,000 followers. I did a lot of research that what I can talk about daily and not get burned out.
Right.
So I finally figured out that I can teach what I'm doing. I do video editing, I do videography. So basically, it comes down to content creation. I started posting. I literally made an Instagram page in just 5 minutes. I set it up and I just focused on posting. Most of the people will just focus on the logo, the branding. They don't know what the hell they are going to post. They don't know what would be their business. They are just focused on the logo. The logo should look good. The logo should look good.
Yeah.
The logo doesn't matter. The logo will only matter if your business does.
Right.
I just set up the page in like 5 minutes and I started posting consistently. I posted for 132 days in a streak.
Wow.
And only one video got viral.
Uh-huh.
And it gave me like 2,000 followers, and that was the breaking point. I didn't want it to break the consistency. I was just being focused on how to give value to my audience, that if a beginner wants to start with content creation, how can he just by looking at my account he can gain some knowledge, at least better than zero.
Yeah.
So that was the goal, and it's going pretty well right now. I'm currently on 172 posts right now and 16.4k followers. If I don't post for a month, I would still gain 500 followers every single day.
Wow.
So that's the
That's
thing
crazy.
that
Yeah,
makes me
this all gets down to consistency once again.
right.
So after X amount of posts, you had one breakthrough. But if you did it for 30 days and you said, all right, this is not getting traction, let it be, you wouldn't be here. So that's amazing, man.
Right. People, I don't know, people always get a dopamine hit that let's start content creation. I want to be famous. I want to be famous.
Yep.
But thing that they don't understand is, can you create content on one particular topic for 100 days straight with no views?
Yeah, this is a crazy
If
thing, man.
you can crack that, you're going to be famous.
Crazy.
I have the creator page at 16.4k followers, and my personal page is at 500 followers.
Yeah.
I am planning to post 100 reels consistently without looking at the views, and there is no chance I would not get a following. I would definitely get a following if I do it for 100 days straight. That is the thing that people need to understand, that 2, 3, 5, even 30, 50 posts won't get you anywhere. Try to do at least 100. Try to do at least 200 in a row regularly. That will only get you some results. That is what I have learned from creating a page at zero to now at whatever followers I have.